Hi, I'm Danuna Yatetsky, Dean of Libraries, and it's my real pleasure to welcome you here as new faculty to Drexel University. Thought we'd take a few minutes in this video to introduce you to what the library is today and some of our strategic areas that we're trying to improve it to make it a more convenient place for you to use and to help you be successful in the coming years as a researcher, as a teacher, and just a member of a scholarly intellectual environment. We recognize that as new faculty, you may feel overwhelmed in these first few months. Hopefully that feeling won't last long. But part of what we do is try to really help you feel that you're part of the community. So we build connections. We are the central place that supports all of the different disciplines. We have a group of talented staff that are professional in knowing the ways of navigating information. All have at least master's degrees in library and information science. And they also have specialized experience, education in some case, and real knowledge about your discipline. We call these the library liaisons.
The libraries have 12 liaison librarians, each of whom has a specialty within one of Drexel's disciplines. And so they are a faculty member's best route to the library.
One of the things that's important for new faculty to know is the ways in which the libraries can help. I think a lot of new faculty will reach out because they need certain materials for class, but not necessarily realize that we can help them in other ways.
I often meet with faculty concerning new areas of research for them. Maybe they're going slightly outside their home discipline or the work that they've done previously, and they're looking for data or resources that may be a little unfamiliar to them.
Liaison librarians develop subject guides, and faculty can embed those subject guides right into their course shell, and that's something that's going to make it easier for their students. They're also able to put their supplemental material on our course reserves.
So one of the things we do, which we hope you'll take advantage of, the last day of class, we sponsor what we call Scholar Sip, which is an informal event. We bring a speaker among the faculty who's working on some interesting interdisciplinary research to give us a little bit of food for thought so we can all focus on their passion and their interest. But it's really an informal way to network and meet some folks across the different departments on campus. And we usually bring a number of people together, and it's a fun event. We also honor once a year the authors and editors of monographs of books, and we're rather excited about that because the number that we can find is growing. I don't think that it's necessarily we are writing and publishing more here at Drexel, but one of the really interesting challenges is how do we identify who's doing that?
We're cross-disciplinary. So many faculty work, maybe exclusively within their own department, but there could be ways that new faculty could connect with other people doing similar research, and libraries really is a place that can help make these connections because we aren't discipline specific. We help everybody across the campus, and we do provide ways for new faculty to maybe meet other faculty.
We believe we share a common goal, and that is ultimately to ensure that the graduates from Drexel, those dragons as they go out into the workforce, are well prepared for the 21st century. And in that means that they are really skilled at knowing how to navigate information, how to evaluate the sources that they're working with, and then how to ethically use the resources in their work, whether it's for research they may be doing, whether it's for commercial efforts and making presentations, or simply making decisions in day-to-day life.
The newer faculty should reach out to the liaison librarian because in a lot of cases we have resources that they may not be familiar with. Also, there are difficulties sometimes that they have when they're working with their students. They may come to the library or the librarians and say that the quality of the research that their students are doing isn't necessarily what they expected, and we're finding out that it may be because the student doesn't quite know how to ask the right question.
In addition to being able to provide some sort of overview as to what resources are available to the students, the librarians really can partner with faculty with assignment design. They can help talk to faculty about when maybe within their syllabus is the best time to have an information literacy session. And we can also talk to the faculty about broader curricular concepts, like when in the curriculum should these information literacy sessions help.
A lot of the questions that I get from faculty, especially new faculty, are just, do we have certain resources, what journals we have, and often they're pleasantly surprised to learn that the resources they were looking for are things that we have, or it's really easy for us to get those resources from other colleges or universities just by using our Interlibrary Loan.
Interlibrary Loan is a service that we use to borrow these materials that we don't own from other libraries and institutions.
Reserves is a quick and easy way to make sure that your students have access to the materials they need to learn. We can scan book chapters, we can link to electronic books and articles, and stream video all from one central location in Blackboard Learn. Faculty can also copy lists of reserves between course shells, which makes managing classes taught more than once much easier.
One of the exciting aspects about the Drexel libraries is that we are being transformed. What are our main priorities? And we are being governed by 4 that we've established through a lot of talking and thinking about what is the future of the libraries. And we found that these are helpful in thinking about our programs and how we can make improvements in them. So one is access, to ensure that we provide to the Drexel community access to authoritative information and ideas. Think of that in the old days as making sure that the books you need and the journal articles you need are available to you. Secondly, we are working to build learning environments, both in our physical spaces, trying to have places where you can retreat, where you can really focus on studying and reflection and working in an environment that is conducive to that. Third, we are strengthening Drexel's connection to scholarship, and we do that through educating our students, working with you to help educate our students, trying to guide you in ways to make you more efficient and more confident in being able to find resources that you need, and knowing then how to visualize them, how to use them, how to display them in your work. We also, in that connections, as we said, is to build community. We are very concerned about assuring that the intellectual life at Drexel is alive and good, and part of that is through simply connecting with others that have like interests. And finally, we are modeling an organization that can effectively do that. Librarians are becoming, and our staff are becoming more aware of how can we communicate what we're doing, how can we use data to make decisions. So we are constantly looking at ways to better understand changes in your behaviors, changes in the publishing world, and ways that information can be not only recovered and discovered, but as you are thinking where to publish and how to keep your rights and your copyright concerns and reuse that materials. So we have a very exciting future. We're delighted to have you here, and I welcome you as a colleague, as a faculty member that we will partner with, and as a member of this rather dynamic Drexel University, and wish you all the best success in your future here. And I look forward to meeting you and seeing you in coming weeks and months.